Here they come. Looking for the green, and there it is. Monadnock off the mark quickly, takes the lead off turn 2, moving into second to 62 of Lawrence with Pollard. Up the inside comes Anaki. He dives low underneath Davis. They slice and dice off the corner of the lead after one. It'll be Patno, Pollard, Lawrence, Anaki, Davis, Clayton, followed by Smith, DeWitt Davis, Felton, Davis and Sutherland. And way back there in the 20, LaRoche. Working their way out of the back of the pack. Felton and Smith backed up just a little bit. Sutherland trying to find some running room around Davis. Finally has to go to the high side. Davis comes into the corner high and hard. No contact. Off the corner now, new leader, it's Pollard, Anaki, Patno, Lawrence, Smith, Felton, Davis, Clayton, Davis, Sutherland, and Davis. Well, Pollard, Allen, and Anaki working their way off the corner. Patno holds on to the second spot. Lawrence third, Smith fourth, Felton fifth. Davis, Clayton, Davis, and Sutherland. A lot of movement as we come down to 2 laps to go. Next time, 2 laps left. 2 to go for Pollard, Anaki, Patno, Lawrence, Smith, Felton, Davis, Clayton, Sutherland, and Davis. Pulling out is the 44 of Jason Davis, and Mayette way behind. 1 lap now, Pollard pulls away. Anaki second, Patno third, Smith, Felton, Lawrence, Davis, Clayton, Sutherland, and Davis. 1 to go. Now here's the checkered flag. Your winner, Darrell Pollard, Alan Anaki, Mike Patno, Ron Smith, Brett Felton, Lawrence, Davis, Clayton, Sutherland, and Davis. And green is out, and off of turn 4 they come. We're racing. Corey Cashman has the inside route coming off turn 2. He shoots out onto the backstretch with the lead. Downey right alongside on the outside. Ralph Petrowski inside with the 37. They're going to go 3 wide almost out of turn 4. Petrowski almost takes a little ride down to the infield. He has nowhere to go. Corey Cashman comes off the turn, and Downey takes the lead. Here comes Letourneau up to the outside with car number 32, and Letourneau will look to have that second spot as they come off the turn. He's got it going into turn 1. Now, Cashman falls back to 4th. The 15 miles of Meany has moved up to 3rd, and a nice move there. Petrowski down low on Cashman. The one of Mallett up high. Mallett presses the wire there on turn 4. He's looking to grab that 5th spot. He's got it as they come off the turn. It's Letourneau with the lead in car number 32. Downey and Meany side by side for that second spot out of turn 4. It's at the line, Meany by a bumper. Logano through for the 4th position with Mallett going at it. He's got 4th on the inside of Petrowski. Meanwhile, Meany up front has taken 2nd. He'll set his sights on Letourneau, and we'll have a battle for the lead as they come off the turn. It's Letourneau looking good in car number 32 with the 15 mass of Meany right there in 2nd. Downey runs 3rd. Mallett is 4th, and Petrowski 5th. Fitzgerald has moved up into 6th. Then it's the 6 of Bazzaio in 7th, and the 08 of Bucher in 8th. Letourneau on the backstroke. Here comes Mallett. He moves low on the 23 of Downey as they come off the turn. And Mallett takes the 3rd spot with car number 1. Laps to go, this time for Letourneau. Meany right there, but unable to get a line going in. This time he pulls right up on the back bumper in turn 3. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. can't get the boat off the turn. Corey Gassman was there to hold the inside, and it looks like Roberto is going to walk away with this one. Car number 32 takes the win. We're set to go green this time. Dwayne Bazaro, Scott Zelinsky in your front row, and there's the green flag. Side by side, they head through turns 1 and 2 off of turn 2. Looks like Zelinsky's going to power down the backstretch on the outside. Bazaro holding a nice line down low in the 66. Off the turn they come. It's Zelinsky. Still running up to the outside in the 143. He'll grab second out of turn 2. Bazaro still running the low side of the racetrack. Traffic getting a little backed up as they head out of the turn, and a jam up off of turn 2. Scott Casper has managed to break through. He's up to the second spot, make a third, and Ballard also moving up into fourth. 3 wide in turn 1. Bazaro, Dillman, and the 17X of Casper, and Dillman gets away. There again, 3 wide at the halfway point. Hamlin gets shoved way up high, separates to the 09, but he'll get around. Zelinsky, meanwhile, bowling away with the field in car number 7, so a good run today for Scott. Snow doing a fine job holding that second spot with the 19 of Tasman next up in third. Barnard in fourth, and Presley, heavy stroke in the 143. Guys down on the backstretch, hopefully nothing serious on the snow call. Was given to the snowmobile. He'll pull it up to the outside of turn 2. A turn break for the 143 after running so strong in that second spot. White flag is out. 1 to go for Scott Zelinsky. Scott Casman has moved up to grab that second spot. Joe Thomas now third. Tom Casman is fourth. And moving into fifth is Tom Stone with Barnard in sixth. Checkers this time. Scott Zelinsky will head high, wide, and handsome out of turn 4 with the win. Real close there on the last lap. What a finish. Zelinsky with a good run for the win. 10 laps, 8 to qualify. Here they come. Santos takes it down in the turn 4 on the outside. Also, Karen goes into third. Up the side of the back stretch, it is Raymond working his way out of the back of the pack. After the line, it's Patno. Halston, Karen, Drew, and Alexander with top 5. Zarnicki goes 6, 7 is Raymond. Modifies is good enough, 9, 10 is Paterni. As they come out, turn 4 to complete the second lap. It's still Patno and Karen. Look out. Karen comes together and also goes to 9. Karen goes into second. Alexander up to 4th. Drew back to 5th. 6th is Zarnicki. Roger Raymond working in 7th on the outside. Patno holding his own on the lead lap. It's Patno, Karen, Alsop, Alexander, now Raymond challenges for 5th. Off turn 4, it's Roger Raymond. Steve Drew back to 6th, Zarnicki 7th, 8th is Goodenough. 9th Boniface and 10th Paterni. Karen trying to work Patno over, halfway now. Halfway. Captain Karen trying to set Patno up to make the pass, but he hasn't got the muscle yet. Patno in a little bit high. Here's Karen to the inside. No. Captain Karen, Patno battles for the lead. Austin goes third. 4th is Alexander. 5th is Raymond. Boniface pulls out. Zarnicki battles with Drew for 6th. Goodenough is 8th. Paterni 9th. Boniface to the inside. Here's Karen, opens the door for everybody else. Karen, Alsop underneath Patno now. Patno trying to find a way to get his nose back in there and shut the door on Alexander. 1 lap left for Karen, Alsop, Patnode, Alexander and Raymond. Wild-Lucky lifts 5th, 7th is putting up, 8th now is through. McCurney is 9th. Here they come for the checkers, it'll be Karen. Alexander moves into 3rd, Karen Alsop, Alexander Patnode, and Roger Raymond top 5. Zarnecki, Goodenough, and Drew are the qualifiers for 3. Alsop from Woodstock, Vermont. Here's the start. Dave Knight and Russ Hersey will drag it down to the corner. Knight's done a good job when he's been in front. Hersey would like to be there instead. A little squirrely off the corner for Knight. Hersey takes the outside line and grabs the lead. Knight goes second. Moving up the inside, Bachelor challenging for 3rd with Brio. Here they come. After 3 is Hersey, Knight, Bachelor, Brazino, Brio, Rob, Bree, Carey, and Bennett. Halfway now for Hersey and Knight. Bachelor, Brazino, look out! Look out! Gets a little loose off the corner, look out! AJ spins off the corner in his first attempt off turn 4. Caution is on the racetrack. AJ Alsop spins the 7-2 off turn 4. And Poisoner, here they come. Bachelor trying to get the nose down inside Knight as they come off turn 4. Down there, getting it underneath. Off the corner they come, wheel to wheel. Hersey, Knight, a little loose. Into the back of them comes Bachelor. They all spin, everybody gets clear. Caution again as Dave Knight and Tom Carey wind up spinning after Knight got loose behind Brad Boiseno. Carey had to take it around to avoid getting piled up. That's right after Herb Grubb had some trouble coming out turn 4. Turn 4 is a pretty tricky turn. Turn 2 and 1 are 22 degrees and pretty equally balanced, but 3 and 4 go from 17 degrees to 13 degrees and then flatten out for the straightaway. Glenn Brio in the 5, Tom Carey, here they come. Hersey slides right up in front of Bachelor to shut the door. Here comes Bree out of the pack into 3rd. Now we'll have a dogfight as they come down. Trouble on the backstretch with Beckwith and Alsop. Alsop looks like he has a right front tire down. Beckwith stopped in the middle of the backstretch as everybody gets off the gas quickly. The rookie raffle tonight, Sally should be making a pass through the grandstands for the 2nd or 3rd time with a roll of tickets. Will Bree and Brad Bennett with Brad Boiseno 5th, 6th right now is Tom Carey. And they don't want to double it up yet. I don't think it's because the sun's in their eyes, but it's too down too low. Here they come. Hersey and Bachelor, Bree and Bennett, ready to do battle. Down into turn 3 they come, and here's the lead. Everybody gets through okay. Bachelor trying to get up on the outside of Hersey before he gets off the corner. Down into the speedy dry, everybody gets through okay except Gerard, who's up in the pepper brush. Gerard gets it way up into the pepper brush. truck trying to make some outside moves. Takes it up to the high side of turn 3, and add a red check of the race and send him in. The 05 of Corona brings the field around. There's the green flag. They get backed up. Trudeau doesn't start off too well with the 55, and people get around him. The 66, Gordon Baker out there as well. And Trudeau pulls the 55 into the infield. We'll bring him back under yellow. Back under caution, Trudeau has stopped in the infield on the front stretch. Back to the green in car number 05. The green is out. Jim Merrill moves up on the inside. Car number 29 grabs the second spot, and then it's the 3. Keith Sullivan moving up to third. Something comes flying off the 26 and hits the wall, but it's off the racetrack. No debris. We'll stay on the green. Corona leads him. Merrill second. Sullivan is third. Bassett is third. Gordon Baker is fifth. Battle for second. Here comes Sheldon into number 3. Looking to move up on Merrill for 29. Top 3 cars begin to motor away. And Bassett goes around in turn 4. 26 around into turn. We'll see if he can get it refired. He does. We'll stand the green. Off the turn comes Corona. Merrill beginning to gain some ground. Sullivan right there. Merrill gets a little loose in turn 2, but doesn't lose much ground. In the 05, he was running strong last week for quite a while in the feature event. Merrill still holding that second spot. Sheldon doesn't appear to be gaining anymore with car number 3. Gordon Baker, the 66 next. White flag for Corona. For the checker, looks like Sheldon's going to make a last-minute dash trying to get that second spot, but Merrill's going to hold on as Bassett spins right at the finish. Larry Corona, car number 05, had a good run in last week's feature, and green is out. McCrew and Baker come off the turn. It's McCrew down in a turn 1 with the top spot. He gets way up high. Here comes Hooper in the 21. He moves up in the second. And Hooper's going for the lead on the backstretch. Going into turn 3, he's got it. McCrew up high. They're almost 3 wide as they come out of the turn, with Baker pulling up 2 spots with the 34. He's got the second position. And Sanborn in the 23 runs in third. McCrew back to fourth. The 88 of Fish is next, and the 85 of Sherwin. Good run for Hooper, putting that car right out in front where it was last week. Only last week it had Jim Boniface behind the wheel. Good battle for that second spot. Warner Baker and Billy Sanborn. Sanborn looking to the inside in the 23. Baker shuts the door as they go into turn 1. Sanborn will look well off of turn 2. Runs right up. A little contact might have been made, and the 34 trying to get away. Baker doing a fine job. This time can't keep the door shut, and Sanborn slides on by. Baker back to third. McCrew and Fish going at it for the 4th spot. Meanwhile, Hooper is chugging away. Car number 21. Off of turn 2, he's got almost a straightaway on Sanborn. Baker. Then McCrew and Fish still having their battle for 4th with 2 laps left for Hooper. a good run for Hooper. Sanborn trying to close in, but time's running out. Fish has the fourth spot. He takes it from the crew. Coming around for the triple flag. Yes, it is. The 21, John Hooper. The 23, Billy Sanborn, second. The 34, Warner Baker, third. The 88, Chuck Fish. And the 43, Ron McCoo. All right, ready to go. Marty Radwick has been in the record books a few times here at Monadnock over the years. So has Jack Bateman behind him, a ways, and Dennis Albrook. Looking for a start. Here they are. Wait for those motors to start to run. We're on the way. Radwick out there quickly. Gallo second, Schofield third. Albrook and Bateman trying to work their way up. Bateman looks to the high side, coming off the corner. Bateman a little squirrely in behind Schofield, trying to find his groove. He's got nothing yet. Schofield and Gallo battle for second. Radwick out there in the lead. Albrook trying to hold his own down inside the corner. Can't push Jack out of the way, and Jack is there. Whoa, I guess he is. Albrook sitting in the last spot. Radwick goes second. Bateman in hard with the bumper, trying to get a little racing room. He's on the outside of Schofield now. Halfway in the event, they take it down into the corner hard. Bateman takes it in just a little bit deeper. Schofield races him hard down off the corner. Bateman up on the banking. Can't quite make it. Schofield takes him out again. It is Radwick, Gallo, Schofield, and Bateman. Ronaldo. Radwick in a cakewalk. Gallo up a little bit high. Schofield not quite ready to go underneath him. He's had some good runs here in the past. Now he goes up high and opens the door for Bateman. Bateman takes him down inside. With 2 to go. Bateman's got to get by Gallo and make a wicked charge to catch up to Radwick, and it won't happen. Bateman and Gallo at the corner. 1 lap left. Schofield trying to keep Albrook behind him now. Here's a checkered flag for Marty Radwick. Bateman inside Gallo to the line just by a nose. Just by a whisker does Bateman pull into that second spot for the feature. Automatically, they'll get the 5 best starting position. Roger Raymond and Jake Mayros. Rusty Ball and Bruce Batchelor. Fran Principe and Tim Maroka. John Cody and Dave Mallinson. Here it comes. Raymond gets on the gas quickly. Mayros gets up out of the way and the field slides underneath him. It's Raymond, Ball, Principe, Batchelor, Mayros. One down, 9 to go, now 2 down, and it's Raymond. With Rusty Ball, Fran Principe, Bruce Batchelor, and Chris Mayros for top 5. Some serious problems on the 42. I think you've either got tire weather. Cody trying to get that spot for Maroka. Halfway now, halfway. Roger Raymond holding his own up on front. running well in the 19. Principe and Bachelor. 0. One lap. Roger Raymond hanging in there. Rusty Ball and Brad Principe battling for second. And this will be it. The win goes to Roger Raymond. Rusty Ball and Brad Principe. Bruce Bachelor, Jake Melrose 5th, John Cody 6th, Baroka 7th. And in the infield, in the 42 will be Mallinson. Here, Jason Davis. Here they come. This will be 20 laps, looking for the green. Pat Bird and Lawrence. Patman, here comes Allen underneath in the 27, Lawrence the third. Clayton third, Smith fifth, Benacki sixth. Then it's Felton, Sutherland, and Davis. Davis, and LaRoche. Down the backstretch, Allen has taken the lead. Patman goes second as they make a sandwich out of Lawrence, and all of a sudden here comes Clayton and Smith. Everybody dicing for position. Sutherland up behind Lawrence. He's got to find some running room underneath to move up if he wants a second win. Look out, Paul and Loose going in. Pat Bird second. Third, look out, up to the top of the turn they go. Smith third. Clayton fourth. Felton fifth. Sutherland sixth. Davis seventh. Davis eighth. Benacki ninth. Lawrence 10th. Allen with a good lead now. Smith trying to hold it all up. Felton goes to the outside. Sutherland's going to sit right on his bumper. Felton gets loose. Sutherland goes to the inside. Clayton can't do anything and spins himself out. Stays right there. Pollard, Smith, Sutherland, Felton, and Davis now. Benacki, Davis, Lawrence. Davis and Clayton. Here's Felton. Looking for that third spot. Sutherland there with him. Off the corner, Pollard leads. Smith second, Felton third. Sutherland up on the outside, fighting for third. He's got it in turn two. Felton's right back down low. Smitty having a little trouble handling today. Here they come off the corner after 7. It's Sutherland to the outside for second. Smith the third, Felton fourth. Benacki fifth now, Davis sixth. Davis 7th, Lawrence 8th, Clayton 9th, Davis 10th. Pollard with a two-turn lead now. Everybody's going to have to play catch-up with Pollard. Somebody backfiring real bad there going into turn 3 and 4. Pollard, your leader, he lost it out last week. He wants it back this week. Halfway, next time by, halfway. Now Naki beginning to work over Smith for third. At the halfway mark, it's Pollard, Sutherland, Felton, Smith on Naki and Smith. Naki takes time to look over and see if Smith's there, and then goes by. Allen and Naki making a charge for the front now in the 4. Just sits back there, waits for that PW to do what it needs to do in time. Pollard on his own. Smith is the car that's having the motor problems by the sound. Smith backing off real bad. 13 down, 7 to go. Fred Felton putting a lot of pressure on Sutherland. Now he goes to the high side to try to rim ride him. Good battle for second now. The veterans out there going at it. Belt tries the inside. This time it doesn't work. Meanwhile, with 5 to go, it's Pollard's race with Sutherland, Belt, Anaki, and Smith. Good battle going on. Belt tries the inside, no room. Sutherland and Belt bumper to bumper off the corner with 4 to go. Anaki is there. He looks to the outside of Belt. Belt tries the inside again. Smith is gaining on the trio. Pollard all by himself. Sutherland hugs the low line, brings it off high. 3 to go now. Pollard looking for his first win of the year. Here's Anaki now, challenging Belton for third. Anaki in hard. Belton in harder. 2 to go. Belton back there again. Here comes Anaki. We're going to have a dog fight in this final lap for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Pollard your leader. Sutherland off the corner in second. Belton third, Anaki third. Smith is back in fifth. Here's the slower car, Jason Davis. That could be a factor in this race. Sutherland may have to go wide to get around him. Here comes the checkers. It's Pollard, Sutherland, and Belton. Anaki got taken out of the picture. Smith goes fourth, and Davis will take the sixth spot. The win to Darrell Pollard. Fred for Dave Sutherland Jr. and Alan Anaki, Ron Smith, all battling pretty hard for that second, third, fourth, and fifth position. I'll let this fall off. And Darrell Pollard, who came up short last week when he found a lapped car in the way, this time was able to get away while everybody else battled behind him and brought the Valley Divers Saab into victory lane. And in a moment, we'll get a chance to find out what he thought about that one. 4 more features to go. The night is young. The Pollard family heading out of the pits. That's how we build up the drama. Here's your winner, Darrell Pollard. Well, last week it was second place, and this week you caught a break.
Yeah, when he goes green to checkered, it's not too hard like that. But that was great. We'll take him any way we can get him. I really owe my dad a big thanks this week. He worked on the car all week long, and he really made some changes that helped. So thanks a lot.
It looked good. It looked a lot steadier in the corners.
Yeah, it was much better, much better. That's the changes we made, and I think it paid out for us.
Good run, Darrell Pollard for the win. And we'll move over here to second place. This may get to be a habit, which is probably okay. Hi there. Ran pretty good despite the traffic, huh?
Oh, it wasn't traffic. It was a little slippery up there in 1 and 2, and I just didn't dare get back out there again. I didn't want to lose it. You know? Heck, can't say enough for Phil, and, you know, he built a hell of a car here. And Jay and Auto Body, you know, Wes, Jason, Jeremy, everybody who helped out, you know, Ed. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't even be here because we wouldn't have no tires, so.
Good run for second. Freddie gave you quite a challenge there, huh?
Yeah. Yes, I didn't dare to get back up top. I didn't know where he was. We don't have a mirror, so I didn't know where he was, but I knew he was behind me somewhere.
He was on both corners, as a matter of fact. And finishing in that second spot after a win last week and a fourth 2 weeks ago. And Freddie, it was quite a battle there.
Oh, that was a good race. A little slick up on the outside, but it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, Pollard, he deserves the win. He's run good.
He certainly has, and you guys had quite a battle behind him for his position there.
Oh, that was great. I wished I could have got up around the outside, but every time I got up there, it went up a little higher, so I had to kind of follow him.
Well, that just confirms what they've been saying. For third, Fred Felton, it was a little slick on the high groove today.
Okay, race fans, in the finish of this last feature, there'll be a change of positions. In fourth position will be number 4, and in the sixth position will be number 2. It is the determination of the officials that the number 4 was running in fourth position, and the 2 took him out, so we'll switch the position of those 2 cars. So Alan and Nicky will finish fourth, and Ron Smith will finish with the fourth and sixth position.
Swansea, New Hampshire, the Buffalo Model Parts, number 18X. The 9, the Coleman & Sons Excavating, number 9 is Kelly Coleman. The 10 double X, whoa, as they play hard bumper tag here on the front stretch. The 10 double X is Bobby LaRose from Templeton. The St. Matthew Forest Products, number 10 double X. And the 143 rounds out the field. The Steel Shed, number 143 for Mike Snow. Nice field of strictly stock set to do 20 laps in tonight's feature event. Scott Zielinski and Trevor Downey bring the field around. They're set for the green flag, the start of the 20-lap strictly stock feature. There's the green flag, and we're racing. In the turn number 1, Zielinski with a good start to the lead in car number 7. Battle for second, side by side, going down into 3. It's Griswold on the inside, Downey on the outside, 3 wide, further back in the pack. Margaret gets shuffled with a 24. Zielinski leads on the backstretch. Downey hard into turn 3, drops to the low side. Griswold right there down low, the 6 of Bizarro. Running the outside move. Bizarro looking for that 3rd spot. He's got it out of turn 2. Jack Lozano, car number 32, on the outside, and he now moves up to 4th. Griswold falls to 5th. Here comes Scott Passman. Joe Zellman moving up in the 22. Walter Chelsea in the 37, and John Mallett in car number 1. The lead continues to be held by Zielinski. Close battle for that 2nd spot. Bizarro runs low. He's got the spot for Downey as they head out of turn 2. Downey on the outside, falls to 3rd. Here comes the 32 of Letourneau to the inside. He's looking to grab that spot. Further back, heavy traffic. Joe Zellman has moved up to 6th with Griswold in 7th, Mallett in 8th, Meany 9th, the runner at the back end is the 37 of Walter Chelsea. They're tight and close for the lead spot. Letourneau has moved up on the outside with car number 32, and out of turn 2, he's got the top spot. So Letourneau moves up 4 positions in the last couple of laps and goes all the way to the top this time around. Car number 32, Jack Letourneau is your leader. Zielinski falling back to the 2nd. Bizarro moving up on the inside with the 6th. He has 3rd. He's going for that runner-up spot. Zielinski gets dragged from behind by Gassman, and Bizarro moves right up on the low side. Bob Bizarro moves in and moves into that runner-up spot. Scott Gassman, meanwhile, moves up to 3rd now. Zielinski with heavy traffic behind him. Downey, Zellman, Meany, and Mallett. Zellman trying to move up on the low side, comes in line with the 22. There was led by Zielinski. Meany's got a problem on the back stretch. He and Gassman are hurt. As they come out of turn 4, there's nowhere to go. Meany tries to wall Gassman, and now Duca comes in. They spin, and there's the yellow. Last week's feature event winner and a tough break tonight for Dave Meany, the 15 Mass. Battling in heavy traffic, gets hooked. He and the 17X of Cashman. Hook bumpers, nowhere to go, and Meany right into the wall. Muka came in with nowhere to go in the 08, and contact, even more contact was made. But they are number 32 is your leader. As they head into turn 3, the field gets real close, steps on the gas, green is out. Letourneau holding off one heck of a battle for that 2nd spot. It's Cashman moving in on the inside. Bizarro right there, not to be an inch from car number 6. Zellman has moved up to 4th, Zielinski in 5th. The number 1 is Mallett moving across the top 5 as they head into turn 3. He's got the outside on Zielinski. It's still Letourneau with Cashman moving up now into that 2nd spot. Bizarro back to 3rd. Zellman running a good race in 4th. They're looking to move up a couple more notches with the 22. Mallett still tracks it out, turn 4. He has 5th. Here comes Zalewski right back up on the outside. Can't get the spot back. Mallett holds on. Tom Stone moving up in the 39. Downey, meanwhile, in the 23 has a battle with Petrowski, the 37. Behind them, Barnard and Fitzgerald. Laps to go this time, and a great run for Jack Letourneau. It continues. He's on his way to his first win. Gassman secure in second. Mazzio looking for his best finish ever with the 6th, holding 3rd over Zellman. Tombstone has moved up to 5th. John Mallett 6th. Scott Zalewski 7th. Bob Petrowski, Paul Barnard, and Dan Fitzgerald round out for top 10. Three left for the 32 of Letourneau. So 3 wide on the front stretch. Barnard gets crossed up as Cooper comes out of nowhere to break the top 10. Fitzgerald gets by barely with the 41. More contact is made. And the 24 Barnard has spun on the back stretch. Less than 2 to go for Letourneau. And we'll bring out the error. Barnard unable to get refired on the back straightaway with turn number 24. Seven. 37 of Petrowski still 8th. The 08 of Muka 9th, and Tom Gassman has moved right back up into the top 10 with the 17X. Downey has faded back to 11th after a good run early. Hamlin is 12th, Griswold, Snow, Meany, Coleman, LaRoche, Corey Gassman, Dwayne Bazzio, Ernie Tidlin, Paul Barnard. They're set to go. 2 laps left in the feature event. Muka looking to get a running start with the 08. There's the green, and Letourneau is high wide and heads him out of turn 4. Down into turn 1. Scott Claxton right there to the red. Two laps to go this time for Letourneau. Gassman trying everything he can to get by, only loses a little ground this time. Right flag in the air, 1 to go. Bazzio trying to hold out Tom Stone for the final circuit to take that third spot. Let's see if he can do it. Stone gets up high and into the split stop. Here they come around for the checker. It's going to be Jack Letourneau for his first win in the Strictly's. Out of turn 4 for 3rd, it's Bazzio by a bumper. Good run for Bob Bazzio down to the 6th. To the 32 of Letourneau with the win. Scott Cashman moves back up after some trouble to take 2nd. Bob Bazzio goes 3rd. Tom Stone comes on for 4th, and Joe Zellman hangs in there for the 5th spot on the field. Pro Stocks, Dwarfs, and Modified still to come. More racing of the same nature next Friday night at 7 o'clock. All the way through September. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in the Strictly Stock Feature event. First win in this division for Jack Letourneau. Jack, excellent run. This car is just hooked up every week, and tonight you were in the right place at the right time.
Right. A lot better when you start up front. I'd like to chance to take time to thank Mike Snow of the Steel Shed for letting me use their shop and equipment. We gotta thank the crew. They did a really good job. Gotta thank Jody Ball especially for a well put together engine and rear end and everything. He does a real good job.
All right, there's your winner tonight, Jack Letourneau, car number 32. Great run, and he gets his first win tonight. And over here, We're getting really used to seeing this guy up front, and it's about time. Scott Cashman, another great run tonight for second place.
Well, thank you. We worked real hard on the car this week. Don's Trucking came along and gave us some money, which was badly needed, and I've got to thank Danny Murdoch a lot for that. I've got to thank Leon's Auto Center, J&L Auto Body, Scott Shute Trucking. Everybody's just been a big help this year, and it's paying off.
All right, there's Scott Cashman, another great run for the second position. And over here with his best run ever, congratulations, Bob Bazile. Great run tonight for the third place.
Thank you. First, I'd like to thank my crew for setting up the car. We had trouble with it all day. And Mike Barnes and Dan Murley for building one hell of a motor for it. And Danny helped me on the car all week, too. And Callan's Auto Supply has been a real help this year.
All right, best run ever for Bob Bazile. Gets third tonight with car number 6.
Starting in 19th, in the 17th position, the 13M from Winchendon, Mass. of Attorney Auto Sales, Salvatore Chevy Olds Lumina for Bob Attorney. Alongside in the 16 from Fitzwilliam, New Hampshire, driving the Driver Paving, Fraser and Son Furniture, Oldsmobile, it'll be Herb Drug. Alongside in 19th starting position, the 88 from Hinsdale, New Hampshire, it'll be Jim Boniface in the Countryside Disposal Bosworth Auto Oldsmobile in the 60. It's Jeff Beckwith out of Williston. Here it comes! Round about 15 seconds. It'll be Knight, Padnard, Percy, Alsop, Royal. Hanging on. Trouble in the Roger Rubin car as he slows down dramatically. He's got a tire down. Rubin brings the car in turn 4 and hits up the caution with a flat tire. Roger Raymond sees his right rear tire go flat. Raymond loses a tire. He can feel it going. Came into the corner, around came the car, and he'll hustle into the pits for a tire change. Raymond needs a right rear. Drivers who would like their first win. If they could get out front and stay there for the next 33 laps, you could see a new winner tonight. I don't think we've had a repeat winner yet this season, have we? So let's see what happens. Here they come. Looking for green. Down into the corner. Knight, Padnard, Hersey, Alsop as they come off the corner. They ain't able to move up yet. They started out on the backstretch. Knight hanging in there for the lead. Knight still able to hold on. Jerry having trouble in the 5. He's going to have to play catch-up as Bill Knight continues to lead. Captain Kerr trying to find some room around Kerr, who goes underneath Astor for third. Also back to 5th. Kerr still 6th. Padnard and Hersey all over Bill Knight's back bumper. Awesome, running the outside. Steve Bull runs the outside. That's a hard way to move up here. Bill Knight on the gas, on the brake in the corner. Awesome, out on the outside. He's going to have a tough road to hell to get back in. Tries to put up alongside Brew and it doesn't work for him. Bumper tag behind him. Real nice. Here comes Padnard up the inside. Can he put the muscle to it? No. Neither Hersey or Padnard can come up that night. Good. Now, in the 5th. Working turn 4 over big time. Good. 5th and over the curve down to the outside of Glenville. Off turn 4 on the outside. Good. Making his nose to the front with Alexander and Bachelor moving up with him. Good night. Using the brake to keep the field behind him. Good now. Awesome. A little bit loose as as it goes into the straightaway. Everybody moving up the inside. Here's Knight, Patnode and Hersey, Karen, Roy and Alexander, Bachelor 3 and Reginald. Reginald almost came out of the race altogether. Here's Karen to the outside around Hersey. Karen looks inside Patnode. This is going to go back. Here comes Thatcher up in the fifth now, underneath Glenn Brio. Here Knight, Pat Patnode, Bucky Curran, Russ Hersey, Knight Thatcher, your top five, double tag. Look out, around goes Hersey. As they come down, the passing comes out on lap 15. Dave Knight hit the brakes. Todd Patnode hit the brake. Bunky Karen bumped Patnode. Hersey got hit from behind and spun. It looks like Bachelor got up. That was a clear-cut racing accident from this perspective. Dave Knight, realizing one way to keep a guy behind him is to brake a little bit and slow him down so you can get on the gas and get away. Broke. He hit the brakes. Patnode hit the brakes. Karen didn't hit him fast enough. You know what happens in those chain reaction things. Bucky Karen with 50 modified wins, 19 pro stock wins. Looking for number 70 tonight. Here they come. Here's the green. It's Knight, Karen, Patnode. Angela drives in the fourth. Patnode up on the outside of Knight. Karen sees that may be the way to go. Here comes Bachelor. They come down to the line off the corner. It'll be Patnode. Everybody backing up behind him. Look out. Whoa. Todd Patnode takes the lead. Karen goes into second. Brad Boisnell off the top of the turn with a flat tire. Another passer. Brad Boisnell sees the left front go down and takes it off the top of turns 3 and 4 here on lap 17. Never set to go. They're trying to hustle him around the corner. He'll be, nope, not ready. Leave that caution out, guys. Leave it out. Boisnell catches the pack. Lap 17. Here they come. But there's the green. Caution is out. Not a good start. I don't know why. Can't tell what happened. Everybody looked okay from here. Hit the yellow light by accident. Okay, great start. We'll try it again. Here they come. Well, Paterni wants to go, and it's a little early. Alder on the gas. Karen to the outside. Gets around Patnode and Brio. And now we've got Hersey down in the infield on the restart. Ready to restart 17 again. Let's see if we got to clean one up. Patnode, Karen, you're on the gas, and here's the green. Karen had the brake that time on the outside. Real Knight trying to protect his flag. Puts Bachelor a little bit wide. Bachelor fights back. Knight gets down inside Patnode. There's going to be contact down there, and there is. Look out, third green. Turn out Winchester. Hudson and Tapper, Turnbull, Bennett, and Beckfield. Caution again. The halfway mark. We are at the halfway mark. Caution stays out on the racetrack. I don't know what the scoop is here. Get them all lined up or something. I don't know what. Someone left in the pits. All right. Now he says we go. Restart. Lap 18. Top front, loaded to a mile, and they're on their way. Right down inside, trying to get second back. Alexander and Bachelor, now a little tag going into the corner. Bachelor moved him out of the way. It's Karen. Karen, Knight, Patno, Bachelor, Alexander, Bennett, and Boniface with Zalnecki. Karen. Look out, whole track in trouble. Contact with Steve Drew. And boy, did Boyson get creamed. Steve Drew had no place to go. Track went down low, lost it, came up, hit Drew. Drew got airborne. He's back in the race. Drug is still running, but the guys behind him, Brad Boiseno, he's all done. The 60 of Beckwith, and I can't catch the number. I guess that's Glenn Brio in the 21K over there that really got creamed. Aaron and Mike, there's the green. Gets out of line and goes all the way back to Trent. Trouble in the corner. Bennett brings out another caution. In the books. This is getting to be more fun than Sunday's Metallica concert at the fairgrounds. It's Punky Karen, Dave Knight, Bachelor, and Boniface, Alexander and Raymond, and here they come, looking to go. Knight gets up into the high groove, and there goes Bachelor in the second. It's true. Look out, Bachelor goes around. Mike Bachelor was running. I don't know what happened. And all around he came. Somebody helped him, I think. Mike Bachelor. Just trying to hold his spot. The guys got racing and thrashing, and around they came again. Let people know how unhappy he is. I guess he suspects perhaps someone gave him some assistance. And in fact he did. No? Who's going sent back to the mic is? Okay. It's Karen and Knight, Boniface, and Patnode with Burberry, and here they come! Who's going to get down to the inside groove first? another spot. It's Bucky Karen, Boniface. 2 minutes, 2 and half 2. Karen, Boniface, bumper to bumper now. This will be a good finish. We've got a long way to go yet. Look out, Dave Knight gets spun out and ripped apart. Here's Knight. Running in third. All of a sudden his back end comes around and he gets down to the infield. That's on lap 24. They can get the green and keep it that way. 11 to go. We start 24. Karen, Boniface, and Bree. Carey and Goodenough. This should be a corker when they come down to it, and they can keep going. Hanging in there with 10 laps to go now. Karen, Boniface, Bree, Goodenough and Curry. Now Nicky, Alexander, Raymond, Bachelor, and Patno. Clear battle going on for fourth place between Curry and Goodenough. Rod Goodenough gets that first spot. He won the championship. Right there, trying to get back into that first spot. And Goodenough finally grabs the spot. Working hard and picked it up. That's right. Here's Karen. Boniface and Bree. Goodenough, Kerry, Zarnicki, Alexander, Raymond, and the Bachelor. 10th place now is the 10th. Five to go now. Bucky Karen works up around the Beckwith car. 4 laps, 4 to go. Beckwith pulls out. Here's a gaggle of race cars going for 6, 7, 8, and 9. Could be quite a battle. Look at that. Into turn 4. It'll be 3 wide, and Alexander backs out. Bachelor now going for 6. And he's got it. 2 to go. 2 to go. Karen, Boniface, Bree, Goodenough, Carey, Japan, Zarnicki, into the wall. Into the wall again. Zarnicki had 6 all lapped up. Here's 1 lap left. 1 lap to go. 1 lap. Bucky Karen. Jim Boniface. Boniface runs for his drive. Karen squeezes him down and gets the win. Win number 70. And Bucky Karen on his own special parade lap. We'll have our 50-50 raffle drawing right after this victory lane is over with. Funky will draw the winning dollars. An amount I do not know, but it looks substantial by the number of tickets in there. 9 cautions, and 7 days later, We have concluded our 35-lap Pro Stock feature event. And here he comes. Funky Karen. Today a survivor. Let's give him a welcome for his 70th career victory at Monadnock Speedway. Here's Funky Karen. Come on out. 70 wins in 2 classes. That's a milestone. And dang it, he started here when I did, and he got less gray hair. That shows what perseverance does.
That's the good life that I live.
Car looked pretty good when you can get it going long enough.
I was real good at the beginning. I started to get a little bit of a tail coming out, and I couldn't really get on it coming out too much. And then I see this black car behind me. I thought this guy went home.
But he didn't. He was waiting for you.
Well, I thought he had trouble in the heat. Somebody said that Jimmy had trouble with his motor, so he loaded up and went home. I looked at my mirror and said, he's loaded up all right, but he ain't gone home.
It was loaded and running well. Good. How's it feel? It's, I don't know how many you've had at other tracks, but 70 is quite an accomplishment here.
I'm not sure either. I stopped counting a long time ago, I guess. The winning, I guess, I love to win, but the number doesn't mean anything as long as, you know, you have a good time. That's the idea of racing, and I'm having a good time this year, and the guys that work on the car, Ralph Simons, and the other guys, Randy, Willie, are doing a super job on the car, and it's really an enjoyment to race it, you know, and really, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Simon's Auto and EL Shoe Lumber, Jerry's Vac Shack, and Harrington Jewelers for their help, because we wouldn't be here without them.
And here again, good run. Funky Karen, your winner tonight, 2 this year. And Jim Boniface, for a guy who was supposedly loaded and gone home, he had a good run after all.
Yeah, the exhaust come off there in the heat race. I didn't want to run her like that. It wasn't worth it, so we had to start 19th, and well, the car ran really super tonight. We come on finish second. I'd like to thank Kurt Alexander. We got his late model motor in this thing that he ran last year, and that thing ran super today. I got to thank him a lot. Also got to thank Funky for last week. He let me borrow a motor for last weekend. And I think one more lap, though, we would have had him.
We never get that one more, although the way things are going tonight, we might have. Good second finish for Jim Boniface after a couple of hard weeks. And talk about something that gets repetitive. Here he is. I said it before, and I was afraid I might jinx you. Every time Funky wins, guess who's third?
Well, a couple times last year I came in behind these two, but, you know, I don't mind it one bit. I'm proud to be behind these guys.
You learn anything following him?
Well, tonight I just tried to keep the car together, you know. I mean, it was a rough one. Getting smashed and then starting from the rear and having to come back up through, so, you know, we're going to learn how to do body work this week.
Motor works great. The body's in tough shape. You're not the only one. Phil Bree, your third finisher tonight. Now, let's give away some money, some money, some money. Funky, don't get in that car yet.
15 laps. On the backstretch, Sheldon and Baker. The rest of the field falls right up behind them as we get set for the start. There's the green flag, and they pick up speed out of turn 4. Down into turn 1, it's Sheldon. Jeff Fisk goes right to the outside with car number 88, trying to get around Merrill and Corona all at once. And he does it, just about. Let's see as they come out of turn 4. Nope, Fisk gets crossed up and loses those spots. Moving up into third is now Merrill, fourth is Hooper. 88 of Fisk, the 23 of Sanborn, the 05 of Corona. Baker doing a good job holding that second spot, but Hooper right to the inside of the 21, and Sanborn follows right through. Just like that, going into turn 3, Hooper takes the lead. Sanborn moves right in behind in the 23, and Sheldon falls to third. Now Sanborn looks the inside of Hooper. Now falls back in line for the second spot. It's Chuck Fisk having a nice run up in fourth in the 88. Sanborn down low on Hooper. Hooper keeps the 21 out in front, ahead of Sanborn. They go up on a slower car, putting down 1 lap to number 10 of Atkinson. Chuck Fisk has moved up. He's got third in the 88.
Sanborn once again was slow, but Hooper sets it away. Hooper continues to hold the spot. Sanborn comes right up onto the rear bumper. Cannot make the move yet, but he's not giving up. They'll come up on two more slower cars. Rick Bassett, the 26, about to go one lap down. Let's see if Hooper can get around those cars clearly. Into turn 3, almost in contact. They're getting real close to that top spot. They get around Rick Bassett okay. In fact, they split Bassett. Hooper takes the low road. Sanborn goes high. Now Sanborn goes high around the 85. Hooper tries to get in. Sanborn goes hard into turn 3. Gets way up high. Hooper looks to come right back and retakes the lead with car number 21. Great racing for the dwarf cars tonight. Sanborn trying to come right back up the challenge with 11 laps up on the board this time. And a good run for Hooper. Sanborn has faded just a bit and fifth. And the 88 is looking to move in. Bassett gets crossed up out of turn 2, but keeps the 26 rolling. Looks like Hooper's in the clear for now. The 23 of Sanborn unable to close back in. Less than 2 to go for Hooper. We'll see if Sanborn can try to close in on the last second with the white flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Hooper. Sanborn goes right back up to challenge, but he's going to run out of time. They come up on the slower car, round the 2. Hooper backs off. Sanborn comes right back in. Hooper will try to hold him off. They come to the line, and it's Sanborn in car number 23 with a nice last-minute move.
Sanborn. Billy, excellent move on the last lap, and you got yourself the win tonight.
Thank God for lap cars. Otherwise, John had to know where to caught him, but that's when lap cars come in handy now and then anyways.
All right, and your sponsors on this race car, get us a little familiar with how they help you get here.
Bob Peters does carpenter work, and he enjoys racing and helps me out from time to time. And Cool Electric from Potter Place helps me out. We got in London Auto Parts and P-Small Engines, and they all help out.
All right, congratulations, Billy Sanborn, your winner tonight in the dwarf feature event. And over here, here's a great run, John Hooper. Congratulations. Just saw your cousin win the 35 lap Pro Stock feature. You almost did the same in this, came so close. This car runs great.
Yeah, I made a boo-boo there the last lap. I should have ducked under the lap car a little quicker, but I didn't think you could run below the white line and stay legal, so I stayed above the white line, and he went under it, and that's where I made my mistake.
Sponsors on this car.
We got Custom Drywall from Unity, New Hampshire. We got Jarvis Watt, Skeet Statter and Alton. G8's Karen and Son Logging and Construction. Shoot Lumber, Chase's Salvage, and Phillips Plumbing and Heating.
All right, there's John Hooper, tonight's second place finisher in the dwarf feature event. And over here, Chuck Fish, consistent run with car number 88. This car hooked up for a lot better compared to last week.
No, not bad. I got a little bit of a push toward the end and started losing, but done all right considering.
There's your third place finisher tonight, Chuck Fish, car number 88.
That's Brian Schofield and Jack Bateman, Bruce Batchelor and Fran Principe, Audrey Stevens and John Cody, Roy Seidel, Tim Maroka, and Dave Mallinson. If they're all there, they'll be ready to fly. Here they come as they start to cinch it up and tighten it up. Radwick and Raymond, now they get started. Radwick out of there, work the field out. Radwood for the fifth lead. Raymond, Albro, Schofield, Ball, Principe, Milrose, Bateman, and Bachelor. Then Gallo and Cody. Putting the pressure on Roger Raymond down for second as they go down the backstretch. They come up behind Aubrey Stevens and has to take a wide berth. Aubrey pulls out. It's still Roger Raymond second, Aubrey third. Schofield fourth, Ball fifth, Bateman sixth. Way out in front is Matty Radwood. Look out, here comes Mills around in turn four. A lot of fire smoke and a pacifier. Well, that'll be a big break for everybody from Dennis Albro back, or Roger Raymond on back. The years has been in victory lane off and on, a total of 9 times. 9 times for Radwick in victory lane. This could be number 10, another milestone night. Jack Bateman, over the years, has been in victory lane a little bit less than that. Because there are a lot of years off, too, for the modifieds here. Bateman so far has seen victory lane 5 times. Here they come. On the way! Who's going to get underneath Schofield? Brian Schofield, Gonzalez, Australia, took over second. It is Radwick. Marty Radwick, Brian Schofield, Dennis Albro, Bateman, Ball, and Principe. Gallo and Bachelor, Milrose, and Roger Raymond. A car that looks very loose. Then Cody, Maruka, and Stevens. Trying to find a way to slide underneath Brian Schofield. Bateman trying to get underneath Albro as they try to chase down Radwick here. Schofield doing a good job of hanging in there. Can he hang in there till the end? He's got a move. Now Bateman has found a way underneath Dennis Albro. But Schofield won't let him out of it now. He's using up a lot of racetrack. Radwood, on the other hand, Bateman backs off now and tries to pick a new course. Halfway now for Radwood, Schofield, Albro, Bateman in the Ball, Principe and Gallo. Bachelor running in 8th place. Marty Radwick looking for room number 10. But it looks like he's going to have an easy time of it. Roger Raymond down to the low side in the 19 as Schofield, Albro, and Bateman fly by. Radwick all alone on lap 20. there on him every time. Ryan Schofield sits in second as they come up on Jake Melrose, who pulls down, almost pulls down. Schofield, Albro, Bateman, second, third, and fourth. Ball is still, Griswold sixth, Dallas seventh. The leader is Redwick across the line for 24. Look out! Schofield has to fight it back and go from second until third. Schofield overdrives himself. It's going to be Redwick, Albro, and Bateman, and they've got a straightaway to catch up to him. Now Schofield is losing that through tire. Redwood completes 26. 9 to go. Bateman trying to move Albro out of the way, uses a little bit of bumper, doesn't work. Redwood battle for second, 9 and 17. Battle for fourth, 09 and 20. Second and third place, working his way through slower traffic. Bateman had a golden opportunity. Albro went in through deep, but Bateman couldn't get that nose underneath. Marty Roderick with 4 to go now. 4 to go. Albro and Bateman trying to run him down. Bateman might have a slightly quicker car, but he just can't get around Denham. Redwick in there with one hand. Bateman gets 8 for second, Albro for third. Ball for third, and Schofield goes into the 5th spot. On a victory lap here, Jack Bateman slips into second on that final lap, and Dennis Albro hangs in there for third. Good run for all of them tonight. Jack had the longest way to go under green conditions. Marty Radrick will pull the Autocraft sales machine to the line here, and in a moment we'll get a chance to talk to him and find out why he wasn't with us last week, although he was here to qualify. We'll see what happened. Get the radio off and the belts off and the plugs out. And somewhere in that race car is your winner today. Somewhere in there. Now that the race is over, there's no rush. Let's welcome your winner, 10th win in his career here at Monadnock, Marty Radwick. Well, hey there. Does this make up for losing the clutch last week?
Yeah, it's a whole lot better than that. A lot better.
Car looked just absolutely perfect.
Yeah, the car was good. You know, I'm surprised because we ran some tires we found at the garage last year. Didn't buy anything tonight. But starting on a pole didn't hurt nothing either, you know.
Good run.
Thank you very much, Dave.
That's first win of the year for Marty, 10th win of his career at Monadnock Speedway. And a couple of guys it's nice to see back up here.
discussing this. Jack Bateman, nice to have you back. Had a little work a little bit to get up through there.
Yeah, it was a tough race. Kyle was only kind of mediocre, and it was. I'd like to have a shot at Marty, but I didn't get a chance at it.
Well, you had to work traffic and demands on the pole. It's hard to catch him, but it's a good run. It's nice to have you back.
Thank you very much.
Jack Bateman, second finisher, and Dennis, looked like you were holding your own there for a while till that last lap.
Yeah, well, I was running a little loose, and I got in just a little bit too deep and left the door open. That's all it took.
That's all it took. Just a little crack is all he needed, but a nice third-place finish. Nice to have you back, too. Dennis Albro, your third finisher. And that's a good night's racing. We'll be back next Friday night. Join us if you will.